What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Casual Highlight, where we strive to educate, inform, and inspire while having the casual conversation about sports. My name is Al High. So today, I want to talk to you all about my assessment of the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm giving you my mid-season report and the things that we did well this season with, and the things that we need to work on coming up in the second half of our season. So, as you all know, we just came off of a huge win over the Dallas Cowboys. Defense stepped up. We're currently 7-4, first place in the AFC West conference, for AFC West division. Now, for my preseason picks, I did pick the Kansas City Chiefs to win the division, but they weren't going to be a number one seed. I predicted them to be like a 2 or 3 seed and have to grind it out on the road. Patrick Mahomes going on the road. So far so good with those predictions. Let me put my glasses, my readers on, so we can see clearly. All right, I feel like an old man, but I'm not an old man. Anyway, neither here nor there. So here is some things, the recap for our first half of the season. Now, many Chiefs fans, like I myself, other people, we were expecting the Chiefs, business as usual. We're gonna blow everybody out 35 points. Our defense might give up 25, 30 a game. We're gonna win the close games, and we're gonna get things done. We were expecting to see Patrick Mahomes score 3.5, 3.5 to 5 touchdowns per game on average. MVP season. We expected Tyreek Hill to get like 1 or 2 touchdowns a game, do a couple backflips in the end zone. Travis Kelce, fight for your right to party, all that stuff. And that offensively has not happened. Really, the MVP of the pretty much like the last 4 games has really been the emergence of the defense, and the defense really stepping up and coming into its form, from a Chris Jones to a Melvin Ingram being picked up by the Chiefs from Pittsburgh. Ladarius Sneed stepping up. Charvarius Ward at the other corner. Tyrann Mathieu being Tyrann Mathieu. The linebacker Bolden. A lot of these guys have stepped up. Frank Clark, coming into shape and form. A lot of these guys are coming into form. That defense is now it's not going to be like a top 10, but it's doing what it needs to do to make key plays to get off the field and to put that ball back into Patrick Mahomes' hands and Andy Reid in that offense. So that's one positive that the defense has, and we were fortunate. We had, since that Tennessee Titans game, we went on that 4-game winning streak where you play the Giants. They weren't 100% all the way 100% because they had key injuries on offense. We then had the Packers. They didn't have Aaron Rodgers. We went to Vegas and we just manhandled them, and then everybody's saying that the Chiefs are back because we manhandled the Raiders. Yes, it's the National Football League. We get that. However, I wanted to see us against the Cowboys and see how we did. At first they didn't have Amari Cooper. Then Dak started losing weapons. He still had CeeDee Lamb to midpoint in the game. Then there was no Cedric Wilson. No, Cedric Wilson was there. Correction. You still had Ezekiel Elliott, and they made key plays at key certain parts of the game to get the team to get the ball back in the hands of the offense. And I believe we missed on a couple of opportunities in the game. I believe we should have scored more than 19 points against the Cowboys. I think it should have been like maybe 20. Harrison Buckner missed the kick, missed the field goal, and an extra point. So we left that's 4 points right there, and we left maybe 1 touchdown. So it probably could have been like 28 or 31 points, that at least like 12 points we left on the field. However, we got bragging rights over these Cowboy fans who are in the Kansas City area and nationwide because we beat them. But let's get back to these positives. 7-4 in the AFC West. A lot of people thought we were done, especially against the Tennessee game, how we just got manhandled. This is Andy Reid ball. Andy Reid is a future Hall of Fame coach. He's been doing this as a head coach for over 20 plus years. So We just handling business. We're finding ways to win. I've been pushing about the running game, get the running backs involved. I'd like to see the running backs get more involved. Maybe put a McKinnon or since Clyde is healthy now, put him in the slot. Maybe help with that. Which leads to my weaknesses. We have not figured out our number 2 wide receiver. Let's go ahead and just say this right now. I don't remember saying this, but I'm gonna say it right now on this particular stream right now. Josh Gordon is not the same Josh Gordon that was with the Cleveland Browns. The Josh Gordon that because I did not agree with the signing of Josh Gordon. I get it because you was looking to replace Sammy Watkins. A Sammy Watkins for 8 to 10 games a season is better than not having a true number 2 wide receiver. We could have probably went and got Sammy Watkins for another 1-year deal, and we would have had. And yeah, we all know his health. He's injury prone. He's not always 100%, and he's not on the field all the time. But just having Sammy Watkins in that fold is better than what we got right now, because we really have not found a true number 2 wide receiver. We was thinking, okay, McCole Harmon is going to be it. No. We were thinking that Byron Pringle. I could see Byron Pringle. I could see he bring the. I could see the consistency with Byron Pringle. We were thinking Demarcus Robinson. No. We can go down the list. We did lose the tight end, which is I don't want to call Travis Kelce a number 2 wide receiver. He's a tight end. He's getting paid tight end money. I would need a number 2 wide receiver. Josh Gordon. It's not the same Josh Gordon that was in Cleveland 8 years ago. Not the same Josh Gordon that was even with the New England Patriots anymore. No. We have to solidify our number 2 go-to person. Because when they double Tyreek, everybody and their mama know, even the people who watch the game casually know, keep hearing cover 2, cover 2, cover 2. Don't let them get past you. That's a wrap. You shut down Tyreek, you shut down Travis. So that's why we had to open up the running game. Darrell Williams did his part. The running back Gore did his part. And I believe the line, that's even one other positive. The line has done a little bit better than last year. Like this past game, the Cowboys, we got to give credit to where credit is due. Dan Quinn is that dude for defense. Micah Parsons is a future stud. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and speak it. People saying don't jinx him. Cowboy fans are probably screaming don't jinx him. But I think Micah Parsons is a future Hall of Famer, linebacker. Diggs at the corner. I think he's box office as well on that defense. That defense is where it's at. Like that, bruh. These Cowboys are for real. That's why I did pick them to win the NFC East. Now, as far as everything else in the NFC, that's on them. But they're gonna win the NFC East. That's not what we're talking about. But anyway, back to our offensive line. I think it has gotten better with the signing of Orlando Brown Jr. You have the center out of Oklahoma. They got some pieces on the O-line. It has been an improvement. I feel so the running game is much better than what it was before. But we got a bye week here now, so we can heal up, rest up, and do what we need to do. Just some second half adjustments. I think definitely going back to solidify the number 2 wide receiver. We have 6 games left. We have 4 division opponents that we play. We play the Chargers one more time, the Raiders one more time, the Broncos twice, and we play 2 AFC North teams in Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. So I can easily right now with 7-4. I can easily see us right now going at least between 13-4 and 11-6. I'm gonna say right there at that 12 and I say 13-6, 11-6 and 13-4. So I can really see us winning about going 12-5, 11-6 type deal. I can see us doing that because I believe the Bengals are a playoff caliber team. I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is just spiraling. I think this is the end of the era of Ben Roethlisberger. I watched them against the Bears, and the Bears should have won that game. Even though I was rooting for Pittsburgh because I put them on my fantasy to win in the pick 'em. And you tie 16-16 with the Detroit Lions. No. I'm not buying Pittsburgh. I'm not buying. I'm feeling Cincinnati. Cincinnati is for real. I'm not buying the Raiders at our house. The Chargers going to be tough on Thursday night. And then these two Bronco games are going to be interesting to see what happens. What defense is going to show up and what Teddy Bridgewater is going to do offensively. That's usually a close game against the Broncos. So we'll see what happens with that. I also want to see a little bit more of Jerry McKinnon maybe in the slot, like I was saying earlier. And I like the fact, running the football with Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Darrell Williams. But if the defense keeps doing what they need to do, because now the wins have been flipped. It hasn't been about the offense. It has been about the defense. And I think that's what was nervous about Chiefs Kingdom. Chiefs Kingdom hasn't seen this in years, like really depending on the defense. It's not a dominant defense. It's not like that. But Chris Jones is making the plays that need to be made. Tyrann Matthews making the plays that need to be made. It's really a collective unit. And if Steve Spagnuolo is able to get a blitz on your team, on the offensive team, the other team's offense, that's a wrap. And that's what I believe that this defense, is built on the blitz, getting after the quarterback, pressuring the quarterback, getting the ball out the hands of the quarterback, and they're getting the job done. That being said, that is all I have for right now. Congrats to the Chiefs for being in first place. Oh, let me go ahead and give you my MVP right now for this team currently would have to be Andy Reid. I got to he's the coach, so I can't get an MVP to Andy Reid. My player that I would give the MVP to as of right now is Tyreek Hill. I'm going to give him the offensive MVP, and I guess we can give a defensive MVP. Defensive MVP would have to go to Ladarius Sneed and Chris Jones. All right, that's what I have for right now, and thank you for all tuning in to this presentation of the Casual Highlight. We strive to educate, inform, and inspire while having a casual conversation about sports. Until next time, you know what it is. Happy holiday to you, by the way. God is love, and disrespect your senses.